So we've been in this for a little bit of time, but I am inside of the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD Sport Premium. It's a long name, but the reason why it's a long name is because of the things that they put inside of here. I'm familiar with Toyota cars. If you know my channel, you know I drive a GR Corolla. The 4Runner is incredibly important to Toyota. If you just look around your neighborhood of where you live, I'm almost certain there is wild amount of SUVs from Ford and from any other manufacturer, but 4Runners are one of the most popular SUVs that you can buy on the market right now. So when they went to go redesign this, and I talked about it on my podcast, when they went to go redesign this, it was a big deal. I'm sure the conversations they had were very large about what do we do? What don't we do? How do we continue the story about the 4Runner and the people that are wanting to buy them and what we want to do? And I think that they delivered. The new styling now is more aggressive. It is more brutish. It is more in your face. But I don't think that's a bad thing, because I do think that the 4Runner always had a very muscular look. Just now on this next generation, it looks really muscular, like as far as how the outside looks, and we're going to get to that soon, and just even how the interior looks. But what I want to talk about right now is me driving the car and how I feel driving it. It's an upright position. I'm in the lowest sitting setting that you can have in the car because of my height and the length of my legs. The overall height and how you see and the visibility you have out of the car and out of the front area and the front hood is really good. Now you do see some of the hood bulge right here that comes with the car, like there is a bulge that you see on there, and you do notice that. But the overall look of the car and how you can see out of it is very clear. Now, performance-wise, horsepower-wise, this has a 2.4 liter inline turbo 4 hybrid powertrain. Obviously, if you come from the previous generation of 4Runners, you're used to hearing about V6s inside of these cars. But I want to tell you is you don't lose any performance. This has 326 horsepower with 465 foot-pounds of torque and an 8-speed automatic. And if you go to accelerate, it moves the way you need it to move. You feel the power. It feels nice. It can tow what you need to. And it rides well. And here's what I say rides well. I do think that one of the benefits of having a SUV like a 4Runner is that they ride, I say like you expect, which is a ride like they ride trucks. This is not as smooth as a luxury SUV or a EV or something of that nature. It does have a ride that feels, I say truckish, but I say that in a way that most people can kind of understand, and that's what some people like about the 4Runner. I don't think that it needs to ride as buttery smooth as some of the other cars, like a Toyota Camry or a Signia Crown or some other vehicle like that. I do think that it works the best when it is designed how it is intended for its use. So how I feel when I'm driving it, a 4Runner is marketed like an off-road SUV, and that's what I think a lot of the demographic that buys into these trucks and that buys into the 4Runner, that's what they're looking for. I can't imagine that they're looking for something that is overly smooth necessarily, but they want that feeling of an off-road. They want to sit up high. They want to have the ability to go into different terrain and be able to perform a run on the car. And I think from my time driving this, I think that they delivered on that promise of what the 4Runner is. Now, one of the things too, I don't know if it's just me, but you can hear some of that turbo spooling on this little 4-cylinder. I would imagine if you added, say, a aftermarket intake or something like that, I think that you would end up with a really cool sound for an SUV, because I can hear it even when I'm accelerating. You press down the gas. Let's have a little bit of a walk around when it comes to the new 4Runner. The front, like I talked about, the design is more aggressive. I think that's a good thing. Checking it from here, the integrated fog lights, the way the headlights look with the little vents kind of under them. If you kind of get close, you'll notice it here. These type of vents there that are in the car, even when it comes to these flares on the fenders. I mean, obviously that's just for airflow that goes through there, but the overall muscular nature and stance of this car and of this SUV is really good. Now, TRD Sport, we get the TRD Sport wheels, as you can see right here. This one has the running guard under there for you to be able to step inside of the car. You get the TRD Sport badging up here as well. Gloss black on the outside. I love how these tail lights look because they give you an aggressive blacked out look. If you look at the top, roof bar included, gloss black on there as well. The color is like a grayish, dark grayish color. I don't want to say like Nardo gray because I know that's a very popular color, Nardo gray, but this is darker than that. And I think it complements it very well. On the rear, you can notice a spare tire underneath, the tow package, the blacked out 4Runner insignia there. You get the camera here for the reversing. If I open this up, power lift gate. This is how much space you have, which is a really good amount of storage space that you have here. Rubber floor mat, openings that you can do to put tie downs. This right here gives you the option of putting things inside of the cubby holes right here. You can hold things right there, tie downs right here that you can put different nets. I'm not sure if this allows for a third row, but I could see enough space where they could kind of squeeze in 2 additional seats, though you would lose some of that storage space that you have. And then also, if you look up here, you have the power lift gate that comes down as well. One of the other features, and also you can lock it up here, right here on this button, you can lock and unlock the car. This has the sliding rear window that comes down. I can show you from the inside when we get in there, but the overall look, overall design, and how this performs and looks, this looks really good. I love how this looks. And if you go into the rear, let's check out the rear. This is how it looks on the rear. If you notice, you get a lot of these nice touches for texture inside of the car when it comes to like kind of an off-road theme. JBL audio system, cup holders, nice storage unit that you have, speaker down here at the bottom. This is how it looks in the rear. These seats have this textured look. Split folding seats, put this lever down here. Obviously it can come all the way down, 60/40 on the split there in the middle. Now, rear seat room. This is where I would comfortably sit. It's a little tight because I'm tall. Could you make this work if you were in a tight position? Let's say you're just driving somewhere. I can still shut the door and I can still kind of keep my legs kind of spread out and I can sit in the car fairly comfortably. It's not, I can move my seat up some. I do have it leaned back somewhat, so you can kind of lean it back, but there is a good amount of space here, a good amount of headroom. And I'm a very different test because of how tall I am. So if you're under 6'3", then this is, you know, this is not that bad. You do get air vents back here. You get a charging port. You get the outlet plug for anything you need to plug in. You get seat back pockets. And I said all the features you have on the door, power doors, and a handle right here to get yourself out of when it's time to get out of the car. The doors do open wide enough to allow you to get people in there, car seat, child seat. But before, let's talk about the front of this real quick. Interior on the front, like I said, it continues that off-road kind of aggressive theme. You get this texture right here in the door, the JBL sound there as well. If you get inside, you'll notice the larger new infotainment system that they now have on their cars. And you also, on this premium, you get a digital rear view mirror, and you can also shut it off and just have a mirror itself. But this one is now a nice feature as well. Moonroof controls, garage controls up there. And the theme, like I said, wireless charging pad right here, more storage space right here. You can kind of just put your phone right up there and it'll just start charging it right where it sits. You also have storage right here. You got a nice cubby hole area to storage cup holders as well. And then here you have these drive modes. So if you're sitting inside the car and you tap on this view button right here, it'll give you a full 360 view of the vehicle, and you can you can change the view to different areas so you can see where you're going. So if you're driving over something, if you pause it, you can kind of see everywhere you're going and check your surroundings of where you're going for the camera. So that's a nice thing to have. You also have these drive modes. Tow haul mode as well. You have 4 low, 4 high, 2 high hold parking. And then you also have the tactical controls here, which I do like this texture feel that they have. They're the AC, the front defrost, the rear. You have ventilated seats. You have heated seats now. And you have dual zone climate control, as you can see. You can change each side of it. And you can also have different vents and things that you have here. Heated steering wheel. The start stop button from TRD looks nice. And this digital display that they have now matches the entire theme that we've been having with this SUV and how it looks. And I think they've done excellent. And one of the cool features is if you look up here, this little speaker is detachable. This is part of the audio system from JBL that detaches a Bluetooth speaker so you could take with you if you're going hiking, going to the beach, if you're going off-roading. This type of feature tells me that they're thinking way outside the box when it comes to people that buy these trucks and what they want to do for off-roading, outdoors, adventures, parks, camping, beach. This is a cool feature to have. And when you're done, let's go ahead and see up here, kind of stick it right in there, and it comes right back part of your audio system inside of the car. An excellent feature and an excellent way that Toyota has designed this car and how it looks. And this whole entire front area matches that idea. Also, cool thing here, volume knob is set in center. JBL system. Nice sound, nice subwoofer you can feel in the back. And just for finishing up, glove box right here, storage shelf up there as well. I think it's a perfect successor for the previous generation. I don't think Toyota missed a beat. I don't think Toyota took away something that the previous owners would want. I do understand that when it comes to the idea of hybrid powertrains, that there's apprehension because the previous model has such a long running V6 engine that was known to just be bulletproof, to just be a reliable source that ran and ran and ran. But I do believe that from Toyota, their history of building cars and building hybrid powertrains, I trust that this will follow in the same suit that it has for the Toyota Prius, how they have that set up for the Toyota Sienna, and any other hybrid powertrain that they have been building for years into their cars, that the same will hold true for this 4Runner. Turning, when you're inside of this, obviously higher center of gravity, but you never feel a very kind of unstable way of going around corners, even at not a high speed, but if the road says 45 miles an hour and you're turning at that speed like I am now, you don't feel unstable. The brakes feel nice, strong, responsive. There isn't a dead area. It modulates and grabs where you want it to, and it drives and is comfortable. Air controls obviously work very well because in Texas, let me tell you, AC is a necessity. I think this is a good continuing of that story of the 4Runner, of what it does, what it's meant for, who it's meant for, and just tapping into that outdoor lifestyle. I think they've accomplished that really well. And I like the features. Like I said, the power is good. The feature set is good. The outside looks nice. It has a good look and color to it. To me, it is that package that you want, and it rides comfortable. Has ample amount of space. Like I said, I know I'm taller. I can kind of adjust the seat how I need it to be to fit more people in there. But overall, I like this.